Hey everybody, welcome to Post to Post. My name is Neil, and it's time for us to kind of look back on what just happened, which is the Heritage Classic, and look at the uniforms. Now, we looked at the release images, the marketing images of the uniform, and mainly the jersey. We talked about the jersey, but I thought we'd focus on the entire uniform and use pictures from the game. Sometimes the marketing photos just don't do it justice, and it's good to look at it from the perspective of the actual game taking place. So we've got photos to go through. We're going to compare the Edmonton Oilers uniform with the Calgary Flames uniform and see if we can kind of narrow down our opinion. I was kind of split on the original releases to which one I liked better, but we'll see if we can come to a conclusion at the end of this video. Small, quick note, if you're waiting for your jersey to ship out that you've purchased from me, most have shipped out. I still have a couple of them to package, and there are still jerseys available. So if you have not seen the previous video where I posted some jerseys for sale, please go check it out. There might be a jersey there that interests you. Okay, let's jump in. Let's take a look at the first photo. This is going to be Edmonton. So a pretty good representation, actually, of the entire uniform here. I did notice a couple of things. Now, different players wear different kinds of gear, and what I mean by that is some wear CCM, some wear Bauer, some wear Warrior, whatever. And you can kind of see the color difference depending on the brand that they choose. For example, if you look at the gloves, they're pretty close. There's a CCM one and there's a Warrior one. Generally, you know, that the shade of beige or yellow or gold or brown or whatever you want to call that, it's pretty close. But the pants, significant difference, actually. Now, I don't know if Nurse has the same pants on as his glove. I don't know if they're Warrior, so you can't really see any of the branding on any of the pants other than the CCM one, which is the second one from the left. So I have to assume that the pants that he's wearing on the right are not CCM because it's a completely different shade. That's kind of annoying because those are the details that I really appreciate in uniforms when teams get colors correctly, regardless of who makes it. And teams can do it. Teams have done it, and they've done it plenty of times, so there's no excuse for teams that can't. I always say that. Now, the uniform in general, I feel does look pretty good, actually, on ice for a Heritage Classic, absolutely. I don't know if I love any of the shades of brown or gold or whatever you want to call that. It's almost too vibrant. It's almost too saturated. It needs to be desaturated a little bit darker, I think. More of like a weathered leather kind of look, and not so much like tan. It's just a little bit too bright in my personal opinion, but it does look good as a uniform. Let's move on to the next one, which is a photo of Connor McDavid. And you can really see that that heritage look shine here with the glove and the pants. I mean, it looks great. I love the shoulder patch on the jersey. I like the off-white on the jersey as well. Socks are phenomenal. Let's move on to the next one. So you can see, again, there's a bit of a shade change here in the equipment, which is a bit frustrating. If this is more approaching like mustard yellow than it is brown or beige. So yeah, a little bit annoying, but it still looks okay. And this photo, I really just wanted to show the goalie kid because I want to compare the Calgary goalie as well to this one, so we can decide which one looks better. Now, I think goalies that wear retro gear are always going to look good. Players, always going to look worse than goalies in my opinion. But the goalie, if the goalie really embraces the heritage look, I'm all for that. You can see it in the helmet, pants, obviously. And the equipment itself, or the pads, the gloves, and the blocker, that's all designed to match the jersey. And it matches quite well, actually. So I really like the kit here. And let's move on to Calgary for a comparison. And you can see that Calgary's entire uniform isn't as heritage. It kind of just looks like an alternate uniform. Now, they're using off-white instead of white, which does help. But, I mean, like, the helmet is amazing. The helmet is incredible. But for a Heritage Classic, not really that much. The logo on the front is probably the most heritage thing of the entire uniform. It's a nice uniform. It's a very cohesive set here. The pads are amazing. The pants all look good. It matches the striping in the jersey. It all looks pretty great, honestly. I just think that it doesn't really fit the thematic of the event. Moving on to I don't have as many images of the Calgary ones and not as many good images. But at a glance, from far away here, first impressions, it's a fine uniform. There's nothing about it that I really dislike. It's just not one that's super memorable. So I kind of feel like the same way I did when these were first released. I like the shoulders coming down to encapsulate the number on the arm. Usually I don't like that. It looks good here. Moving on to the next one, you can see a little bit better photo here. The contrast, nice, like the blue and the off-white is a nice matchup. But the orange on the Oilers jersey and the red of the Calgary does get conflicting if we're trying, if we're talking about complementary colors. At a glance right now, at this photo, let me see if I have a better one. No, I don't. At a glance right now, Calgary has the better uniform in general. I think they have the better jersey in general. If we're including the event theme, Edmonton wins this hands down. So there's really kind of two winners here. So I don't really, again, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't really know how to decide of which one I like more, because I appreciate Edmonton's effort going into this event and really tailoring their uniform for the event, where Calgary just seems like a bit of an afterthought. It's a great uniform, it's a great jersey, but it doesn't scream heritage to me. So I guess that's kind of how I feel about the whole situation. Yeah, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. There are no right or wrong opinions, so leave your thoughts down below. And I don't plan on getting either of these jerseys, but if you did, let me know how they are in person. I'm very curious to see specifically how the Oilers front looks with no number. If you have that, send me a picture. I'd love to see that with no number. And on the Calgary side, I think that logo close up would be amazing. So if you have any photos of that, please share them with me as well. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button. If you are new, please consider hitting the subscribe button for more videos like this. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.